Hi, this is a short video on how to get Google to save your passwords for you so that you don't have to remember them. Plus, I'm going to include how to get them back if you need them later. For example, if you need them on your phone. And I'm going to give you a couple of troubleshooting tips too. So let's imagine you've just changed your email password by typing in your old password once and your new password twice. You've decided to set it to ShadowBeryl18, and you're definitely going to remember it this time, right? But do you know, everyone in the modern world has dozens or even hundreds of passwords. Nobody can remember them all. Google know that, so they've kindly offered to save them for you. And it's quite safe to do this because they're all encrypted, which means they're sort of put into a code so that no one can read them unless they have your Google password to access them with. So I want this to save my password for me. But I've just put two passwords in on the last screen. I put my temporary one in and I put the new one I've decided to set in. Is it saving the right one? I better check. Username, TesPup18. That's the right username. What about the password? I'll click the little I. Oh, look, it's using the temporary password. That's no good. So I'm going to erase that and I'm going to put in ShadowBeryl18 that I now want to use, and I'm going to click save. Okay, so now that's saved it for this site. So I can click up here and I can click sign out. I'm going to go right back to the beginning on the My Faves page. I'm going to go into the email again. Now, because it's saved it, look, it's got my username there ready to go. And I can click on that, and then it's already put in the password for me. Sometimes you have to click in this box and choose it from the selection there, and then I can click sign in. And magically now I'm signed straight in without having to remember my password because Google's remembering it for me. And this works for other passwords too, like EduLink and EduCake and all those other things. You can store them all this way. But suppose later in the day you think, I want to put this on my phone too. I can't remember what password I set. Is there any way of finding out? Well, it turns out there is. If you start a new tab and you Google for Google Password Manager, then you get this link to Google Password Manager that you can click on. Or to get into another way, you can just do passwords.google.com straight in the top address bar. And look, here is a list, because I'm logged in, of the passwords that it's saved for me. And here, Microsoft Online, that is my email password. I've clicked through to have a look at it and it won't show it to me until I put in my Google password. But once I've entered that in and clicked through, here it is, the details, TesPup18, and if I click the little I can see what password it has saved for me. And because this is saved in Google, you can get to it anywhere you're signed in with your school account. So you can get to it at school or at home or even on your phone. Now, if it doesn't ask you to save your password, that's probably because at some point you've said either don't save them for me at all or don't save them for this website. If you need to fix that, go into Google Password Manager like I showed you, click this cogwheel in the top right, and this control here, offer to save passwords, is where you can turn it on or off altogether. Make sure that's on. And here you get a list of any site you've told it not to save for. So I've told it not to save it for EduLink 1. Well, I've changed my mind now. So if I just click the X, it knocks that off the list. And the next time I go in to EduLink 1, it will offer to save my password. So now you know how to get Google to securely save your passwords and how to get them back when you need them.